The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde is a philosophical novel that explores the corrupting influence of art, beauty, and pleasure on the human soul. It tells the story of Dorian Gray, a young man whose portrait ages and bears the consequences of his immoral actions while he remains perpetually young and beautiful. The novel opens with the introduction of Dorian Gray, a handsome and innocent young man, who becomes the muse and subject of a talented painter named Basil Hallward. Basil is infatuated with Dorian's beauty and captures it in a portrait, which he believes to be his finest work. Lord Henry Wotton, a cynical and hedonistic aristocrat, meets Dorian and influences him with his provocative ideas about life, pleasure, and the pursuit of beauty. Under Lord Henry's influence, Dorian becomes obsessed with maintaining his youth and indulging in a life of decadence and debauchery. He immerses himself in a world of pleasure-seeking, pursuing a series of amoral relationships and engaging in reckless behavior. Throughout it all, Dorian remains physically untouched by the consequences of his actions, while his portrait increasingly reveals his true nature, growing more grotesque and corrupt with each sinful act he commits. As the years pass, Dorian's moral decay becomes undeniable. He hides the portrait in his attic, locked away from prying eyes, as it serves as a damning testament to his sins. Meanwhile, Dorian's outward appearance remains untouched by the passage of time or his immoral lifestyle. He maintains his youthful looks, which only enhances the sense of his corrupted soul. The consequences of Dorian's actions begin to affect those around him. Basil, who becomes increasingly disturbed by the change he observes in Dorian, confronts him about his lifestyle. In a fit of rage, Dorian kills Basil, believing that destroying the painter will protect his secret. Haunted by guilt and paranoia, Dorian seeks to reform himself and be free of the sins that have plagued him. He makes efforts to lead a virtuous life, but his attempts are in vain, as his portrait continues to reveal his inner corruption. Realizing that the portrait is the source of his torment, Dorian decides to destroy it. In a final act of desperation, he stabs the portrait, ultimately causing his own death. As Dorian's lifeless body is discovered, the portrait is found restored to its original state, revealing a young and innocent Dorian Gray while the aged and grotesque man lies dead on the floor. The Picture of Dorian Gray is a cautionary tale that explores the consequences of unchecked hedonism, the pursuit of beauty at the expense of morality, and the dangers of living a life detached from the consequences of one's actions. Wilde's novel delves into the themes of art, aestheticism, and the duality of human nature, inviting readers to contemplate the true nature of the soul and the consequences of our choices. It serves as a stark reminder that true beauty and goodness come from within and cannot be sustained through external appearances alone. Wilde's prose is rich and decadent, filled with witticisms and epigrams that reveal the author's keen observations on society and human nature. Through Dorian Gray's journey, the novel raises profound questions about the nature of art, the pursuit of pleasure, and the boundaries of morality. It serves as a scathing critique of the hypocrisy and superficiality of Victorian society, where appearances often overshadowed true character. The Picture of Dorian Gray remains a celebrated work of literature, admired for its exploration of aestheticism and its daring exploration of taboo subjects. Wilde's novel continues to captivate readers with its provocative themes and its vivid portrayal of the human psyche. It serves as a timeless reminder of the consequences of unchecked